Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, a special warm welcome from me, JENETTA Barry, at World Jenny's Day, right from the middle of the Great Rift Valley in Kenya. And you might be wondering what I'm doing there. For those of you who don't know me, I live part of the time here in Kenya, but in a few weeks' time, I will be flying over back to my home in UK to be able to be part of the World Jenny's Day celebrations that are happening on the 10th of October. And so today is about all the updates of what's happening about that day on the 10th of October. But before I share with you why there is, or what is happening on the 10th of October, I'd love to give a little bit of a backstory to our new viewers and listeners on the USA Global TV show for World Jenny's Day. And we're very, very pleased to and inspired to have USA Global TV as part of this prestigious day. They're going to be live streaming with us over 24 hours on World Jenny's Day, 10th of October. So, as I say, why is there a World Jenny's Day? Well, in 2005, after some very troubled years with my then 16-year-old daughter, Jenny, I was busy putting in safekeeping house rules and Jenny wasn't agreeing with them, and we escalated into an enormous argument. And she took herself off in a huge rage. Something wasn't right. About 15 minutes later, I went to find her, and I found she'd taken her life in her shower. So it was a huge blow to all of us as a family, and a long journey to have to work through and walk through over these years. But one of the things that I was determined to have happen, a month later, we released her ashes over the reef here in Kenya, south of the island of Mombasa. And I remember standing there saying, I'm determined something really meaningful is going to come out of this senseless loss. And that is what has happened. World Jenny's Day was born because sometime later we realized Jenny had actually died on World Mental Health Day. So yeah, here we are with a momentous happening on a really heavily connected day. What can we do that can make a difference? And that's where World Jenny's Day was born. We use performing arts and the arts to normalize conversations around depression and suicide, because I've noticed that at some time or another, we all feel compromised for some reason or another. It's a very human thing. There's nothing wrong with us. And I think the more that we can talk about feeling like that, the more we can move forward with open hearts. I've also noticed that when you're in your creative zone, it's more natural to be able to do that. More spontaneously happens. Invite performing artists and artists from all over the world to perform over many, many hours and be part of the celebration of mental health, wellness. And this is now the 4th year that we're doing World Jenny's Day. And each year has been phenomenally successful as people have tuned in from all around the world, seen and watched and heard the performers doing, whether they're actors or dancers or singers or comedians or magicians or whoever they are. We've seen them do this so magnificently and raise spirit. Some people in some years haven't even gone to bed because they've enjoyed it so much. So this year we're doing the same with a big difference. This year, in the last 5 hours, we're cutting over to a live event in London at the Millennium Gloucester, in their very top part of their hotel, where there's a wonderful conservatory. It's going to look magnificent. And so we're celebrating some more with a live show and a gala evening and meal and everything in the Millennium Gloucester. So the last part of the 24 hours is in London. London is hosting this year's World Jenny's Day. And so today we're talking about that gala evening and some of the people that are performing there and some of the people who are performing in the 24 hours, because we're getting all our acts together and some of the happenings. It's going to be such an unusual gala evening. It's not just cabaret. There's going to be some thought-provoking and inspiring, thought-provoking material, some of which I'll share a soupçon of with you today. So the very first thing I thought I'd share with you is that Dr. Jacqueline, if you could bring it up, our producer is Dr. Jacqueline in the background, who is the founder of USA Global TV, and she's very much holding my hand on this production. So here we have what's happening in terms of the gala evening. This gives you an idea. It's not exactly all the acts, but it gives you an idea. So that gives you an idea of what we're up to in terms of the gala evening. And then also at the same time, we've been booking people over the 24 hours, and it's coming together so beautifully, got such a lovely variety of happenings happening. And so the first one I wanted to share with you really is uniquely different in that it's actually my granddaughter Bella, and I found out recently that at the age of 7, and she's just turned 8 this month, she's a phenomenal artist. Phenomenal. She's blown me away. Named after her aunt. And so that's going to be a special part as we exhibit the art of this child of mine, this grandchild of mine, over the 24 hours. She'll be one of the slots in that 24 hours, and she'll be our youngest appearance for the 24 hours. And of course, my heart is so full that we have Bella there as part of the day, as she starts to also understand the conversations around tricky situations from a place of open-hearted celebration and performance. It will be really quite something to have her there. But on the gala itself, I thought I'd share a couple of happenings that are going on. And the first one that I thought I'd give you is, and I'm going to have to keep the sound off, so bear with me because we have copyright issues. But the first one, let me just bring it up quickly with you now, is a singer that was Amy Winehouse's very special friend, and actually really battled once she had passed on. And he grew up on the same estate as she. So we'll just show us a snippet of his side, if you wouldn't mind. Now I'm really battling. It's gone. Oh, thanks, Dr. Jacqueline. I'm not sure where I put that, where it went. I can't find it to press on. Okay, so let's take that off until I've found it. And I will bring up the next thing, which is we have Kenya coming into the mix. And this is them rehearsing for that. They're going to be performing, streaming through from Kenya. And here's a bit of their performance coming up. Thank you, Dr. Jacqueline. Oh, I'm really doing well here. Trying to find the play button. There it is. So there we go. That is that side. So they're going to be performing Origins of Mankind, which we showed last year, but it has evolved, and they're performing on the Kenyan National Theatre stage with the most incredible lighting and costumes, and they've added to it from last year. And we're very obviously with Jenny's connection to Kenya, and also the dance company that helped us birth an incredible production a few years ago called Insight on Depression and Suicide and Solutions and Using Contemporary Dance. So they're an integral part of World Jenny's Day, really, and we're delighted to have them as part of that. Go back, I think we're back to where I wanted to be, which was to be able to show you David Jordan. I've got him back. Here we go. So Dr. Jacqueline, if you could bring him up, and we'll just show, I'm showing him without any sound because of copyright, but that basically is David Jordan, and he was Amy Winehouse's best friend. They grew up on the same estate together, and he's going to be performing one of his own songs. He's come back. He took a bit of a break, and he's come back. And what an amazingly grounded man he is. He's going to also do a bit of Michael Jackson impersonation, because he played Michael Jackson for 7 years on the West End stage. So he is joining us on the gala evening. And so that's a huge thing. And we're so looking forward to it, because apparently his Michael Jackson impersonation is absolutely amazing. And then we also have Sean Guerrero coming through, and he is flying through from the States, and he's bringing with him, he's managed to come over. He's going to be flying over. He's actually launching a song on that day, his latest hit on that day. And so Sean, this is just a picture of Sean and Beauty and the Beast, the film, and he's bringing with him Jason Horde, who is a very well-known LA record producer, and he and Jason Horde are going to be playing one of Jason's songs. And also we have, I'm keeping him under tabs actually, because this is very special and close to my heart. Coming over with them is Audi Barrier, and Audi was the lyricist of the World Jenny's Day song that we launched last year. Now that song is being sung at the gala with Anita Diamond, who was Jenny's very good friend at school, flying over from Brisbane to sing it. And we will have Audi there, and we have orchestrated it. It's been put into orchestral music, and it's going to be played with an orchestra. So this is huge, and we've got Audi coming over to be part of that and have one of his other songs that he wrote performed by Sean Guerrero as well. So we're very, very pleased about that. It's really rather special. So you can see there's a mix. We've got Australia, we've got LA coming over, we've got UK already there being part of us, we've got Kenya dancing. And the last part I wanted to share with you for today, because there's many other things to share, but we're keeping this program short and sweet to give you. So what I wanted to share with you now is something also very close to my heart. We're going to go back to Kenya. And we're going to be able to, here it is. Yeah. This man started something very special, and it brought the song "We Are the World" to the world, and I think it's got to be one of the biggest hits in history. The man with the camera, the video camera on his shoulder, is Mo Amin. He's no longer with us. He was actually killed in a hijack on an airplane hijacking. But this is him capturing the famine in Ethiopia. And Dr. Jacqueline and I actually had his son Salim Amin join us a couple of months ago to talk about this incredible man, Mo Amin, that Salim's father was. Incredible man. And it's his videography and that actually brought the plight of the Ethiopians, and his photography, this is all his photography, to the world. These people were dying as he was photographing them. Here's the end of it all. But it was Bob Geldof, you'll see there, the singer, the UK singer, Bob Geldof, that reckoned that these were the pictures that changed his life. And he was the one that reached out to various people saying, please come and do something. Let's do something about these starving people. And that's exactly what happened. And I can't play the song with the. I'm just having to look at it as I talk at the same time. But we let me see if I can get that happening. Here we go. So it's this song, which I can't play because, again, it's got copyright to do with it, but just have a look at all the artists that united to put together "We Are the World." Look at that. There's Lionel Richie. And so we're going to be able to talk about it. There's Stevie Wonder singing with him. And we're going to be looking at that backstory and the song, and having Salim, Mo Amin's son, join us for the gala evening to talk about that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what is going to happen that night. We've got dance, we've got just so much going. Absolute pleasure to be able to put this together. We've got a lot of hard work between now and then to put it together. I was on the phone today to our audiovisual man at Millennium Gloucester, London, and talking about the ins and outs of what we need and how it's going to be set up and so on. But there's still so much to do. And this is why I wanted to say to you, this is why I wanted to say to you that if you would like to be part of scenes, there's so much we're doing, and we're all running around a little bit like at the moment. So if you can give a couple of hours a day and help us behind the scenes, that would be really wonderful, if that's what inspires you. If you'd like to perform on our 24 hours streaming worldwide on USA Global TV, we'd love to have you there as well, or instead. And of course, if you'd like to be part of the evening as well, and either attend or help us as well, please get hold of me. You can get hold of me at JENETTA, JENETTA, at theepiphanyprocess.com. And I really look forward to hearing from you. We would love to have you as part of the connection. I think I may have lost. Oh, thank you. There we go. Dr. Jacqueline, thank you. So here's our webpage, which is showing you the actual day itself. If we can scroll down. It's a 24-hour world performance marathon in collaboration with USA Global TV. Ta-da! So special to have. This is the second year we're in collaboration with USA Global TV. And we're going, there's a little bit more information. So that is worldjennysday.com/WJD 2023. WJD hyphen 2023. And we would love you to be a part of this in any way you possibly can be. We've got the tickets are available. I really would suggest get a table of 10 together. For £250, you're going to get entertainment in London without having to take tubes and so on. You just get to, it's easy to get to Kensington. And then you come through and you can have a dinner, a sumptuous 3-course dinner with us, and you'll be helping Future World Jenny's Days and the benevolent fund that helps performing artists and artists to stay on track. A lot of them live from hand to mouth. So this is a really important cause as we change conversations around the world on mental health. And where else would you be able to go in London, have a 3-course meal, not have to get up from your seat and go from a restaurant and take a bus and a tube or whatever to a theatre and wait around the theatre? Your entertainment and your meal are together, and it'll be an incredibly different evening, and we can't wait to have you there. So for £250 a ticket, get a table of 10, get all the different groups you know and say, come on, let's meet up there. And if you can't get there, please do join us on the 24 hours and be part of that. And we would really like to encourage you to donate as much as you can. We've got donate buttons on our website, so we'd love to have you there. And in the meantime, we're going to be here again this time next week. We're looking to have a guest interview, and it looks like he's going to be there. So can't wait to share him with you. And in the meantime, sending you lots of love, lots of light as you go through your week. Please do support World Jenny's Day, and lots of love.